All right, so here we are, guys. This is I have to do a bit. I'm in love with this game. I have to say, this is hands down the best boxing video game. I'm sorry, I have to say it. So this is an online match between me, you see up there, Fanatico, and Elbow. I am the yellow, and Elbow is the green. All our lives and health and stuff are reversed in terms of where the names are. No, actually, yeah, my health is to the left, his health is to the right. But I have to talk about like the story of the fight, and this is like every fight is just so realistic. There's so much you can do, and it just changes everything. It makes the fight so amazing to watch and be part of. There's me taunting. That taunt, by the way, is multi-purposeful or multi-purpose. You could use it to squeeze your way out of a clinch, kind of shake your way out of a clinch. So many things you could do with that. But anyways, let me go ahead and start talking about this fight. So right here, I'm trying to do some uppercuts. My style that I'm trying to incorporate in this game is an Andre Ward type style. That's the style that I'm going for. Just that Andre Ward aggressive infighting with a tactical outside defensive posture and being a counter puncher. That's what I'm thriving myself on. But sometimes there is moments where I go over the rail or off the rails and start, kind of doing some showboating defense where I'm like head movement and stuff like that. But it's good for baiting my opponents and also putting myself in position for shots. Because this game is super real. Right there, I caught him with a good right hook. You can see how his life went really low and he was hurt. I'm trying to keep my composure and keep my patience, but I'm definitely still moving forward on him. So here, I had to slow it down because the head movement was beautiful. I'm blocking my body, but I'm moving my head. And look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh! Oh! So the body's protected, and I'm just moving my head so smoothly. Look at that. Oh, Jesus. Right there, he kind of caught me on the chin a little bit, but I kind of rolled with it because I moved my shoulder. You could shoulder roll here. I'm going to show you a shoulder roll counter that I did later down the line. It's just going to be amazing. This game is so good. You have to think about where your feet are even positioned so you can throw certain shots. Another thing that I love about this game that I'm starting to find out is that you can shoot your shots in not where your opponent is, but where you think your opponent is going to be. So you can track their head movement, or you can predict how they're going to come in and actually throw punches in that location, which I think is fantastic. There, I pushed my body down as my arm got over his head to smother his punches. So right now, I'm focusing on the body. I'm eating the body up. I'm trying to eat the body up as much as I can. I'm trying to get under his guard and into the body to rip the body. So right here, I'm ripping the body a little bit. There, I caught him with a beautiful uppercut to the head. As he was paying attention to those body shots, I went right for the head, caught him. There, we got grappled up a little bit. That's what happens in boxing. And but I still kept going. Now I'm hitting him with these jabs to kind of keep him at bay. I'm protecting myself and moving out of the way of the corner, trying to get myself out of that corner. And he's going for the body. Now, he loves to throw combinations. I'm slowly but surely getting his rhythm. He's a person that wants to throw combinations, so I have to be very mindful of the fact that he's throwing combinations. So I'm going for the body. Notice I noticed that he's throwing combinations, so I sway to allow those 2, 3, 4 punches to come over my head, and then I come in. So I'm kind of like engaging when it makes sense. Here I'm hitting him with the jab into the straight. jab, jab, jab. And then if with the game also, you got to create your own power shots, and you can multiply the power. Because, for example, if you throw a straight right, you get some power because your straight right is further away. So there's more, it has a longer path. So the longer the path, the more powerful the punch is going to be. If you lean forward while doing it, more is going to add an additional velocity to it. That's going to add more power to it. If you lean back first or lean to the side and then throw it, is going to add velocity. If you lean to the side and then throw it and also keep leaning forward, it's going to add even more velocity. If you're doing that and the person is leaning in, that also multiplies the velocity of the impact. So you're basically controlling how much power you put in your power shot. If you time someone's entry or lean, you could do some real damage once you start reading them. Hey, look, this is funny because these things happen in boxing too. We got tied up a little bit and I tripped, but got right back on my feet and continued my attack. So you notice I'm trying to rip the body here. I'm keeping my head low because he's head hunting a lot. So I'm keeping my head low, letting those punches like zing by the top of my head while I attack the body. So I'm keeping myself calm. I'm always trying to keep calm. I know that the meta of this game so far has been to be more aggressive, to have a more aggressive power punch style with some countering and stuff, but that's the meta so far. I'm trying to hone my abilities in this game as a counter puncher, like a moving on the back foot kind of counter puncher. Here I put my hands down, so I gave him a sense of security, and guess what? Bang, bang, bang. Hit him with a couple of combinations and dropped him. Did a little bit of a celebration there. He's moonwalking as he gets up. And we're back in. We're re-engaging. So I'm coming in now with the Mike Tyson style. So in this moment, I'm deciding to be more aggressive. I'm deciding to start having a firefight with him. Right there, I catch him really good with a left hook. And we start moving in. Now I'm smothering his shots because you can do that in this game. You can, instead of deciding to move away from your opponent to stop him, you can move into your opponent and smother his shots. So distance control is incredibly important in this game. So I'm still in my Mike Tyson stance, and I'm going for some uppercuts. I'm hitting straights to the body. I'm keeping him at bay while also protecting myself. So now I'm trying to get myself out of the corner. So right here, it's a very unfortunate thing, but he decided to do some bone breaking dancing here. I don't know what it was, but hey, listen, I knew he was stuck. This was an opportunity. I would be a fool to not take this opportunity. I see he's stuck. I notice everything is what's happening. He can't get his arm out. You can see he is trying his best to get his arm out. But listen, this is physics based to the max. So his arm is stuck. I threw my hands up right here to let him know, bro, just hit that taunt and your arm would get dislodged. I didn't want to tell him in the moment though, but now that he doesn't have it, I kind of wanted to remind him of that. So here I am focusing. Remember, when you lean, and especially look at this right here, I'm leaning. His shots are coming right over. I see an open spot. Boom! Threw a straight right to the ribs. Look how much health I took off of him from doing that. I didn't get him into the red, but I got him into the yellow because that was really timed, and it came in with the lean and the lean forward. So I'm leaning away and I lean forward. It adds velocity to the punch. So I'm going in for some combinations. I'm still tagging the body. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to fight in an Andre Ward kind of style. That's the style that I want to incorporate. I'm going to try to hone that style. I have fought. Oh, right there, I caught him with a good combination to the head. He is really hurt, but I'm trying to keep my composure and not go crazy. I have fought the best players in the world, Bobas, and I believe, I forget the other one, Renket. Both of them phenomenal players. I cannot beat them yet. But in terms of all the newbies and the novices, we're all novices here of the Boxing Fanatico, group. Elbow came in from Boxing Fanatico and as well, and I've played others. there is this huge learning curve that we're gonna have to try to succumb. But until then, we're playing. Right here I do the shoulder roll. This is where I do the shoulder roll. Bam! You look at how much life I took off of him. So I rolled, I caught the punches on the shoulder, and then smacked him right on top of the head with a straight right to the head. So Floyd Mayweather style. Yes, this game has shoulder rolling, and I love how I could just move my head while I'm moving. Right here, I'm blocking the body, I'm moving my head again. I'm timing so much of what he's doing. And I'm not allowing him the comfort of landing shots in those situations. I'm baiting him like I am right there, but it's only to get him to come inside, to get him to want to engage, so that I can counterpunch him. And also because I'm leaning, if he comes over the top of me, I can rip him to the body. I can rip him to the body with some uppercuts. So I'm already leaning, which means that those punches are already loaded. You know what I mean? So now I'm hurt. So this is a really dangerous situation for me right here. I am really hurt, and I'm trying my best not to get caught in my head, because that's where he hit me in. That's where he connected. So now I'm moving. Now I'm engaging with him, and boom! Look at that beautiful combination. 1, 2, 3 shot, and the left hook right on the chin drops him. He's still hurt. Notice that red dot. That means he's hurt. So we are okay. So right here, I'm trying to test range. Now I'm catching him with the jab. I'm blocking. Shooting at the body. I'm hurt right here. Right, he caught me right here. I'm hurt, so I'm covering up. Now I'm covering for hooks. Especially, it's a smart thing to cover for hooks. Oh, here we are tied up, but I'm still ripping the body. I'm not letting him go. I'm ripping the body. Then I'm pushing his head down to keep him from being able to throw shots comfortably. Because I'm telling you, it's so realistic in terms of the infighting. You can't throw comfortable shots if you don't create an angle while you're in there. So that's why I lean to my left. I use my defensive posture, which is the defensive stance like that. And it allows me to rip hooks to the body. So when we get tied up like that, I'm ripping to the body. And I'm making my opponents not have a comfortable position to attack me. So he got me good right there, actually. I'm shooting now for the body. He's protecting his body, and he's being smart. He's protecting his body, but I'm still going for it. And I'm trying to go for it to condition him and then come in with a hard shot upstairs. See, I'm conditioning him, but I'm landing there. There, I got him right in the ribs again. These are games of inches. You see this? I'm moving slowly, just inches away. He's throwing, and I'm protecting myself. All right, so we move in. I'm still doing my jab to the straight right. Leaning back, using that lean to increase the power of my straight. I'm leaning back. I got caught a little bit there, but I'm being defensively responsible in this situation while I'm moving to my right. I'm throwing jabs, I'm slipping and blocking right at the last moment right there. So I'm reading my opponent a lot. I'm really getting the gist of his rhythm and his tendencies. If you see, you can see it right there. I'm really getting all that stuff. And I look at it right now. I'm just ripping to the body. Look at that. That was a hard shot to the body. And guys, you can tell when these shots are difficult or hard or they connect. You can simply look at the markers on top. That center green line is the body. That line at the bottom of that kind of looks discolored, that is the punch stamina. And then the line at the top is the your head damage. So right there, I'm hurt. That red also indicates that you are hurt badly and that your health can go down quickly. So it's very dangerous when you're like that. See right there, I caught him with a really stiff jab and he's hurt. So I'm engaging him right here. I'm engaging, trying to go for it. but I punched myself out a little bit, so I had to rest. And now we're in round 10. I'm telling you, bro, this game is 3 minutes each round. I don't feel it. I don't feel it because I'm thinking about so many things. I'm trying to do so many different things. I literally don't feel the rounds. The fact that this is already the 10th round is actually amazing to me. So I'm hitting him with some jabs, trying to keep him at bay, hitting him with some Muhammad Ali corner head movement, keeping myself safe. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. The timing, baiting him, throwing to the body, understanding the distance and controlling that distance. That's what I'm doing right here. Controlling and understanding the distance. Look at my feet. I turn, boom, boom. So I literally did a shoulder roll to create some, like a lean, to create momentum to increase the velocity of my shot. So that's the beauty of the shoulder roll, is that you can roll, catch it on the shoulder and shoot, but I kind of upset his rhythm by shooting it immediately. He was probably thinking, oh, well, if I shoot at his shoulder, he might shoot at me. But no, I shot it immediately. So it was a way to catch him off guard and flank him, really. Flank him before he even threw the shot. And it worked. So incredibly satisfying. Now we're engaging. We only got 16 seconds left on the clock. But I'm going to go ahead and, of course, spoiler alert. It's not going to say it in this replay, but I win by unanimous decision, and it was just a fantastic fight. Anyways, there it is, guys. That is a full online fight with Elbow. Thank you, Elbow, for that fight, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.